The Walking Dead is a comic-based television show that depicts a post-apocalyptic dystopian society where survivors of the zombie apocalypse confront the problematic aftermath. For any show to be successful, it is necessary to be organized behind the curtains. All that goes on behind the curtains directly influences the show itself, whether it is about the cast or CGI, to add in the realistic look. So let us look at what it looks like behind the scenes of The Walking Dead. But first, a simple reminder on how to enter our brand new giveaway. We are giving away either an iPhone X Max, the new iPad mini, or a MacBook Pro. It's all your choice, so be sure to leave a like, comment the keyword, subscribe, and turn on notifications to enter this giveaway. It's really that simple. 1. The storyline. A strong storyline is the foundation of making a successful season. As we know, the idea of the show was derived from a comic book series by Kirkman. However, the storyline of the show does not follow the comic book step by step. The fate of many characters was shifted to other characters, while some of the characters in the comic book that did not live were shown in the season. Moreover, there was pure innovation of characters too that did not even exist in the comic books. The directors claim this to be a technique to keep the audience guessing and to make the show more interesting, as it would be different from the comic books. 2. Bringing the characters to life. Characters, as written by the writer, need actors to bring them to life. The actors that are selected bestowed great responsibility to make the show a success. The Walking Dead has a large cast, with new characters appearing and disappearing quite often. While some actors must leave the show as it is the requirement of the storyline, there are some who leave due to personal reasons. Too many changes in the cast can make the show unpopular, as the audience gets attached to an actor who portrays a character so well, and changes can lead to unsettling reviews. While we all love to see the cast on screen mold into the character so well, it is a great thrill to see them behind the curtains of the show and how they interact with each other with no cameras rolling. Sources have seen the cast having a lot of fun-filled moments with each other. Many of the actors who are shown as the enemies in the show are fast friends behind the scenes. Doesn't this make you love the cast even more? Do you think that the traits of a character match the personality of the actor? While this might be true in some cases, Norman Reedus, who plays the broody Bowman, has a prank-loving persona. Having a cast that is on good terms with each other behind the cameras is significant, as it shows up on screen some way or another. I think it is safe to say that after watching the final hugs of the cast after the season finale, the audience fell in love with the show all over again. Seeing the cast working together behind the curtains, putting in their best efforts, is just as interesting as the show itself. After all, they are the backbone of the show. 3. Makeup effects. The power in the hands of a makeup artist knows no limits, and The Walking Dead seasons are the evidence to this statement. Turning the innocent, smooth faces of the actors into revolting, scared zombies with just makeup is a hard job. For instance, Sheriff Rick Grimes meets a little girl who is a deadly zombie, which leads to the sheriff killing the girl. But peeping behind the curtains, we can see that the gruesome zombie girl is a sweet little girl. Was the makeup enough to put her across as a zombie? You must be wondering how it is possible to make over so many zombies. Imagine having to work on an army of zombies, carving out each final detail. Since it is not possible, the clever producers came up with types of zombies. Those who were in front, or as they are called, hero zombies, were painted from head to toe with each minute detail given full attention. The second type was those behind the heroes, who were given highlights and shadows on the face, while other minuscule details were left out. The last row of zombies were just made to put on a mask, as these zombies were mainly used as a backdrop. Naturally, a show with death and zombies is supposed to have blood in it. While it is common knowledge that the blood is obviously fake, the artists do everything in their power to make it look real. We see actors being brushed up with blood in between takes. We noted with interest that this blood was placed into a cherry-colored, heart-shaped basket. Do you like the sense of humor of the makeup artists? In this way, the producers were able to put together a show with some amazing real effects. 4. Lights, camera, and action. Attracted by the tax incentives, the show was shot in the state of Georgia. Shooting a season does not only require effort from the producers, crew, and cast, but the locations where it is being shot has to be cooperative in the form of shutting down of streets and closing off areas for long times. Many buildings that were used were already built, but there were some which were constructed specially, such as the exterior shot of the Hilltop Mansion and taken down after the scene was shot. For instance, Father Gabriel's church was built specifically and then taken down so that the iconic scene of the first meeting of Rick's group and Negan could take place. The process of filming is complex and well thought out by the producers. Let us take a moment and rewind to the scene where Shiva, King Ezekiel's fierce tiger, flashes across the screen. For such an intense scene, the behind-the-scenes reality is surprisingly hilarious. Since the producers did not have live tigers roaming around, they had to think of an alternative. To recreate the fearsome scene, a stunt person took an adventurous leap off a trampoline. While this might be normal, the fact that the stuntman was dressed in a bright blue head-to-toe suit made the situation comical. How do you think it would have looked? We all must be thinking how exciting it is for the crew members to be around zombies all the time and to experience watching them live. However, it seems that our sentiments are not the same. Based on the bored expressions of the crew members, we guess that maybe being around zombies for all 11 seasons might lose its charm. 5. Zombies. An apocalyptic show without zombies is unheard of. A realistic zombie is what the show needed. The audience was awed by the work done in The Walking Dead. Each walker was put through zombie school and was taught how to walk like a zombie so that the audience felt transported amongst the zombies themselves. The producers had to work extra hard as the zombies were traditionally shot in a dark, spooky set, but in The Walking Dead, the walkers were out in broad daylight, which meant that any tiny mistake would be quite easy to spot. They made the skin of the actors look like it was leathery and decomposed, as if burnt by the sun. Silver boards had to be used to deflect sun rays away from the actors to stop them from perspiring. However, do you think the directors managed to pull off the greasy hair of the zombies? The directors claim that they used conditioner to make the hair change color and be matted. While on the screen we enjoyed all of this, only the producers know how much blood and sweat was dedicated to this project. 6. Computer-generated imagery. The producers of The Walking Dead introduced the element of CGI in order to add into the effects of their storyline. While AMC intends to use as many real actors as possible, based on their storyline it is hard not to need CGI technique to add more realism in the show. For instance, where only 100 walkers were needed, the producers were able to use real characters. But an army of 30,000 zombies is impossible to be made using real characters. Here's where the special effects available to the producers came in. Aside from the walkers, The Walking Dead also used animation for blue and green screening for location and for the blood splatters in the kills. Moreover, the special animation effects are used to show removed limbs such as arms or legs. The weapons that are used by the fighters are cut in half, and the part that makes contact is shown through CGI. Not all the animated work done on the show is by the teams on the program. The large-scale animation was done by Stargate Studios. It has been noted that the audience was not really impressed by the show's attempts at CGI. Why is that? Sources claim that when Judith impales some walker, she misses by a foot. There were other scenes too where the director seemed to have used a low quality of CGI, as the scenes did not look realistic at all. Some say that the directors of The Walking Dead are in dire need of a new direction of CGI. According to the fans, the otherwise emotional final hug of Rick and Herschel was quite ruined by the CGI effect of the barn and the sunset, which was obviously unreal. But fans concede that the effects did get better in season 9. What do you think of the effects? Did you believe in them or not? 7. Darabont. A producer with experience is what sets a show on its road to success. Darabont was the one who had the idea to convert the comic book series into the television show. His dreams came true when AMC accepted his proposal. However, their journey was not as smooth as the show was. For starters, Darabont as the executive producer had quite a few issues with AMC when the second season had to be shot. It was claimed that AMC was cutting down the budget despite the high ratings of the seasons. Darabont was heard saying that AMC was deliberately degrading the show. This was the cause of quite the production drama, which included a lawsuit that said that Darabont was not receiving the profit that was owed to him. Though the reasons for Darabont being fired from the production office in 2011 are still unknown, this might have contributed to it. Do you think this might have negatively affected the public image of The Walking Dead? Wrong. This made the show an even greater hit. With this, we would like to wrap up our video. Thank you for watching.